All right, what is going on, everybody? Thank you so much for joining yours truly, Ryan Caligiuri, on this week's episode of the Cut the Crap Show, where every week, with the exception of this week, I review a book, break it down into its core golden nuggets, and I'm just here trying to save you some time, bring you some information that can spark change in your life, and I'm here helping you create your 8 and helping you build resilience every single day. So, as you can hear, this is going to be tough. My voice is shot. It's done. And maybe if you're watching on the on YouTube, maybe you can see maybe a little bit worse for wear. I don't know. I don't think so. I think I look good still. And yes, I'm still wearing my gym clothes because right after this, I'm getting my butt in the gym because I know that's where I need to be right now. So today's going to be a little bit of a different episode because I think that this format, the podcast format, it's good to share information. But again, like, I got to be real with you. And what's the point of having a show if you don't really get to know me, you don't get to know my struggles, you don't get to know the things that I'm going through? And for me, I just want to make sure that I'm being authentic. I'm sharing with you what I'm going through, and maybe you can identify with some of that. But again, as you know, over the past little while, my hip, my back, I just started laughing in my mind because there's a song like that. My hip, my back. I don't know how the rest of that goes. You remind me. I'm an idiot. Why do you listen to this? Unbelievable. All right. Anyways. Oh my God. That's funny. All right. So as you guys know, my body's been a little bit sore lately. But anyways, it's been compounded. It's been compounded over the past little while because, pain is stressful, right? It kind of brings you down. It increases your anger, your frustration. And for me, that was taking a toll. It started to affect my sleep. My this ring that I wear here, it measures my sleep patterns, my heart rate variability, my body temperature, my heart rate, everything. And it's been saying, hey, you got to slow down. You got to get more sleep. It's been tough because my leg, my back, and whatever, it's been really sore. So it's impacted my sleep. I haven't been getting a lot of sleep the past couple days. And obviously, it's now taking its toll. Right? I'm just getting out of a fever. Maybe still running a little bit of a fever. Obviously, my throat. I have an infection in my throat. Just feeling under the weather. Not feeling very good. So all that to say, the pain, the sickness, now with, my goals, I haven't made progress on a number of things. I've been I've been slacking because I just haven't been feeling great. If you look at my CY8 number, I've been sitting like a 4 or a 5. I'd probably say on the under the line, probably been sitting at a 4. And this is the funny thing. This is why I want to have this episode, because people always think, oh man, Ryan's just so positive all the time. Is it real? Can he always be that positive? Get the heck out of here. Like, no, of course not. Like, I'm a human being. I go through my ups. I go through my downs. That's life. I'm a human being and I face the exact same thing. I don't lie to myself and wear these rosy colored glasses. I should actually get some rosy colored glasses, actually. Again, remember what I said last time if I wore my hat that way? What if I wore sunglasses the entire time? I just came on the podcast and started wearing sunglasses. Again, starts with a D. You know what it ends with. Anyways, I don't wear rosy colored sunglasses when I go through life. I'm an optimist, yes, but I don't just pretend to be happy, right? Like Tony Robbins says, I don't look outside, see my grass is full of weeds, close my eyes and say, there are no weeds, there are no weeds, there are no weeds, right? My philosophy is go out there, pick the weeds out so your lawn does look good. So the past little while has been really tough. It hasn't been that easy for me. But the reason why people think, oh man, Ryan, why are you so positive, is because I think differently than most. I know that I can bounce back. My level of resilience is much higher than most people. But that's what bouncing back is all about. Every single day you'll go through an up or a down, right? I sit at a 4. I sit at a 4 for a day. Yes, I was wallowing in my own filth, because I was just feeling sick. I was in pain, I was sleeping, didn't feel very good. But I bounced back, which is what resilience is all about. So how do you bounce back? What do you do? Well, this episode, I want to give you some golden nuggets still. And I got to keep this brief before I completely lose my voice. And I got to keep my voice because I got some speaking I got to do this week. And I want to make sure I can preserve it as best as possible. So we're going to keep this one brief. But the very first one that I want to share with you, golden nugget number 1, to how Ryan bounced back this week. Again, man, it was a tough week. Man, oh man, like it was a tough week. And I know we all go through weeks like that. Every single one of you are going to go through a week like that. So what does your roadmap to resilience look like? I don't care if it's Create Your 8 related or not. I don't care. How are you bouncing back? Right, this isn't some cheap sales pitch for Create Your 8. It's not the intention here. Create Your 8 is something that I created to help me figure out where I'm at. Give me a ranking scale. And then now I have programs, modules, different studies, different coping strategies that help me get there. I just want it easy. And I'm lazy. I want to make it easy for me to understand how to go from a 3 to an 8. I want to understand how I can go from a 2 to an 8. That's my goal, from a 7 to an 8. So for me, my golden nugget number 1, my roadmap to resilience, move. Right? Yesterday when I got out of bed, the very first thing that I did to start me back on my road to resilience, to help me create my 8, I had to move. Get out of bed, and I started some push-ups. You might say, oh man, of course you would start some push-ups. The gym guy starting push-ups. There is nothing better than getting your blood flowing first thing in the morning with a little bit of physical activity. Yes, I do things like the cold plunge, for example, where I'll just completely immerse myself in cold water. That also helps to wake me up, start my day with some vigor, start my day with some energy. But it's so easy. Some push-ups, some stretching. I started by moving. That actually helped me start to feel better about myself. I started to sweat a little bit. That was great. The next best thing here, golden nugget number 2, I got to change the mood. There's nothing worse than waking up first thing in the morning in silence. Some people like silence. I don't like silence. I hate it. I got to wake up in the morning, put some music on. But not any music. I'm not playing Boys to Men. I'm not playing Tony Braxton. Listen, no offense. I love their music. That's a lie. I don't love their music. I don't love it at all. Sorry, I just don't. I respect their music. That's the difference. I respect their music and I respect what they do, but it's not for me. I got to start my morning with some like heavier stuff, like I'm actually going to create a playlist on Spotify. Ryan Caligiuri's Create Your 8. And I got all kinds of stuff on here, like Be Legendary by Pop Evil, Ricochet by Papa Roach, Broken from Ashes to New, Arrows by Fences, Macklemore, Ryan Lewis, Champion, Fall Out Boy, Silhouettes, Avicii. Like this is the stuff that I'm waking up to. Stuff that's just going to send vibrations through my body to wake me up and, get me to a better state of mind. And it works. It works for me. I love that stuff. So golden nugget number 1, I move. Golden nugget number 2, I got to change the mood. Golden nugget number 3, run your day or your day will run you. It's very simple. Lock that one in your head. Either you run your day or your day runs you. Which means when you wake up first thing in the morning, you should know exactly what you're doing. You should know exactly what you're doing from the moment that you wake up to the very end of your day when you go to bed. I know it's tough. I know it's tough to do that because you say, listen, I'm a CEO or I'm a freelancer. It's very difficult. Listen, I have a wild schedule that's pretty crazy. Speaking engagements, coaching, creating people's videos, going to the gym, like making time to walk the dog. Like I got it tough too. I think our challenge is when we start to think that we're special or that, oh, I can't do it. I'm too busy. Get out of here. You can do it. You just choose not to do it. And the reason you're not doing it is because it's too hard. You haven't developed the habit of doing it yet. And so you've convinced yourself that this stuff isn't for me. I can't schedule my day like that. No, you can and you should, but you should find a way that works for you. How I schedule my day might not work for you. So set up your day. That to me is the most important thing. But here's another little tip that someone very close to me, someone very important to me shared. And I love this tip. When people put in their calendars, my throat is so sore right now. So just bear with me for a little bit. Instead of putting in your calendar a goal. So for example, if my goal is to write a new page in my book, write a new chapter in my book, I could put in my calendar, write book. That is not a good goal. That is not a good goal for your day. If you're going to set up to-dos for your day, make a results list. Make it very specific. So instead of saying, I'm going to write in my book, I want you to say, I'm going to write 2,000 words in this block of time in my book. It's very specific now. And this goes back to goal setting fundamentals. right? You can go ahead and say, today, my mini goal is to write my book. That's not a good goal. Make it SMART. You know what SMART stands for. So that for me is the most important thing. Again, SMART, for those of you who don't remember, specific, measurable. Oh my God, my throat is killing me. Oh my God, that is terrible. Holy smokes. You ever get that moment when just like your throat gets so sore that you can't talk? It's kind of where I'm going right now with this. So I got to finish this up really quickly. SMART goals: specific, measurable, actionable, realistic, and time bound. So all those things you got to make sure that you are putting into place for yourself every single day when you put it in your calendar. It's just so important. Oh my God, I'm dying here. Holy smokes. All right, let's finish this thing up so I can stop talking for the day and shut her down. The next golden nugget here. Golden nugget number 4, give. Text some people. This is what, again, remember, this is what I did to get myself out of my slump. I give. So by giving, I texted some people who are close to me. Told them how important they were to me. Told them how much I love them. Told them, some people that I haven't seen in years. And I just thought about them and wanted to send them a text message and say, hey, just want to let you know that you popped into my mind today and I was remembering an old memory. Anyways, just want to say I hope you're doing well. The text message that I got back from these people were amazing. People saying like, that's awesome that you wrote this to me. I just never expected this. What a great gesture. It's funny that you say this because I've thought about you a number of times too. Right? And I just say, that's awesome. Like, I love doing that for old friends of mine, family members, peers, colleagues, coworkers. It's a good habit to get into. And there's not fluffiness there. Studies by, oh man, I'm going to struggle with this one. Bear with me. Shobha Srivanasan, Linda E. Weinberg, and Barbara Fredrickson. Oh, thank you, Barbara Fredrickson. That was so much easier. They did studies that show that compassion and kindness also reduce stress. They boost our immune system. They help reduce negative emotions such as anger, anxiety, and depression when we give. There you go. Like, I'm sure there's a ton of studies out there that can even support that. But don't forget to give. By giving just a little bit, get on your phone and text some people. It's going to make you feel better about yourself, especially when they return it back to you. That fills your heart with joy. Makes you feel grateful that people were even thinking about you, or that people had nice things to say about you. It'll help to turn your day around. And the last but not least, golden nugget number 5, take action and make progress. The psychology of progress is so interesting. We are driven to make progress. I talked about this 2 weeks ago on the show, where when you start something, our mind is equipped to or is tuned to want to finish something. We don't like leaving things unfinished. So start, take action, make progress. And when you make progress, you're going to start to feel good. When I got out of bed, started doing my push-ups, got my music going, started doing some work, set my day up, started doing my text messages, I started making progress. I started to feel better. My number went from a 4 to a 5 to a 6 to a 7. All right now I'm sitting at a 7. I'm going to go to the gym right after. That's why I'm dressed to go to the gym. Because I'm going to go sit in the sauna for half an hour and flush whatever's out of me, or flush what's in me out of me, and get a small little workout in. Because I know that makes me feel better. Again, that goes back to golden nugget number 1 of move. But take action, make progress. I could sit here and talk about the psychology of progress and taking action, but you know how important it is. So what this comes down to is you have to develop your own list of strategies, your own road to resilience. Because there's no fun staying down in the dumps. It's no fun wallowing in your own mess. Life is going to beat you up once in a while. Hell, it's going to beat you up a lot. And it's up to you to stand up strong. It's up to you to fight back. And it's up to you to create your 8 every single day. Life's too short, but life's also very long. Life's very long. But I'm telling you, if you're going to sit down and just wallow in sadness and feel bad for yourself, then life may as well be short. Because you're not extracting the most out of it. You're not getting as much juice out of it. And for me, that's all I want to do. I want to extract as much out of the day as possible. I want to feel good. Who doesn't want to feel good? Feeling good doesn't happen on accident. It doesn't happen by being on autopilot. It happens by working at it. And that's it. That's all there is to this. That's why I don't like when people call me motivational. That's why I don't like when people call me, the motivational speaker, or they think I'm overly positive. I'm too optimistic, too positive. No. I bring practical positivity to the table. Am I a motivational speaker? No, I think by nature what I do, it's motivational. But all I'm telling you is take action. Take action. Know what will get you from here to here. Know what's going to move you from wallowing in your own sadness to feeling better about yourself. I'm not trying to sell you another pill here. I'm not trying to give, and by pill, I mean, figuratively. I don't mean literally. I'm not trying to sell you this program that's, X amount of dollars every single month, and by the end of it, you're going to be happy. Like, no, if you join Create Your 8 and work with me, you're going to see that it's all about action. It's all about homework. And for me, that's my passion. That's what I do. That's going to be my legacy on this planet. It's what you're going to see me doing speaking engagements on. It's what you're going to see me writing books on. Like, I've already got a lot of things in the hopper right now, which is why I'm a little bit disappointed that I haven't had a chance to work on the past week. So for me, it's all about making progress. It's all about creating my 8. And I hope that maybe me just opening up my life to you a little bit today, sharing with you my little downturn and how I'm bouncing back. I hope that might inspire you to bounce back as well. But in any case, my friends, my voice is going on me. I got maybe about a couple minutes left before I completely quit on this thing. So I hope you have a fantastic, productive, inspired week. And please don't forget to create your 8 every single day. Fight for that resilience. Fight for your happiness. Because like I said, life is too short to be living it, wallowing in your own sadness, in your own anxiety, in your own depression, in your own anger. And life is really, really long when you start to live with resilience and live with abundance, live with happiness. I know that might sound fluffy, but it's not. In any case, my friends, I hope you have a great week. I love you all, and I'll catch you back here next week. Have a good one.